Enjoy.
Been the front runner, and that won't change.
It's Christmas Eve roll.
They've got the target on their back for sure. Walton, the pass to McHale. Can they get it? Chicago grabs the miss.
And right now, I think he's ready for this quarter to be over.
I don't know if I've ever seen him this cold. Rough quarter indeed.
Here's Jordan. Softly drops in the floater.
And once Jordan gets rolling, you're done. Because he's relentless in how he continues to attack.
And Jordan continues to be the dominant scoring force on the floor. Mike Bird can't even keep up with him.
That's no knock on Bird. That's just how special Jordan is. He is putting on an absolute show in this game.
I bet Bird is impressed too. Mike, the way this game has gone, the Celtics cannot slow down Michael Jordan.
Well, they've tried some different looks in the first half, but nothing seems to be the answer for Jordan.
You're right. Seasting, he's checked in for McHale. Here is Seasting. Six on the shot clock. Here's Wedman. Boston, no good that time either. And here we go. Jordan going to the hoop. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
Yeah, every coach that ever coached Kyle Macy loves that he just plays the right way.
We've got 28 seconds left in the third. Will it go? It's hauled in by Oakley. Oakley's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
So clever with the floater. Man, does Jordan know how to torture defenses.
Trying to find a way out of this rut, Mike.
Yeah, looking to regain some momentum offensively.
Here is Seasting. And here's Bird from the arc. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Final quarter of play starting in this Game 2 matchup between Chicago and Boston. And so it's Gervin with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls.
And with the injury Jordan sustained this year, he has about as fresh of legs as anyone. He showed that in Game 1.
It's obvious he's looking to continue to attack on offense so this lead can expand.
And if you were hitting like he is in this one, you would be too. His efficiency has done a lot for them.
On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Jordan is out there with Macy. Then it's Corzine. Then there's Gervin. And it's Oakley in at the four-man position. It's up a three. The shot by Seasting, no good. And Jordan with the broken foot earlier this season, Clark. Boy, right now he looks 100%, doesn't he?
You know exactly right, Kevin. He had some games towards the end of the year to get himself acclimated and going again. But as you said, he looks locked in now with no holds barred on his game.
No limits at all.
Exactly.
Redmond can't get it to go. And in a shocker in this one, Clark, the Boston front court, has been outplayed by the Chicago Bulls. Unbelievable.
Really unbelievable. I mean, nobody would have guessed that would happen, Kevin. Not even the Bulls players. I think they're surprised.
One of the many things Jordan does well, keep his body under control.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here is Seasting. Corzine defending. Redmond the pass to Seasting. To stop the run. It's hauled in by Oakley. Oakley's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Really left alone that time.
How about the damage they've done from deep? Sniping away with great confidence.
They're certainly taking threes in bunches. Can't blame them given the results they're seeing right now.
And the shot goes in.
They're not just on fire. Nothing is getting in their way on offense.
It's practically supernatural. The defense is trying everything.
He gets that one.
Michael Jordan.
Jordan's got a lot of flash to his game. A terrific guard, loves getting tricky with his ball handling and creating shots for himself.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Vincent. The 15-footer. The rebound by Corzine. Corzine's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And the dunk by Corzine.
There's a lot of power behind Corzine's drive. Just charging right to the cup.
Clark, their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yes, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, they've made some outstanding plays, but way too many turnovers as well. I think the defense has to turn that knob a bit, ramp it up some. You can't allow him to get those kinds of outside looks.
Especially when you're already trailing. It's time to lock it down out there.
Here's Seasting. And Gervin sends it back. Seasting with the bucket. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And it goes down 2 points.
So much strength from Corzine on that finish. Wow.
Here is Seasting. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Macy. Again, Chicago.
I like the way he's done a good job working that ball around tonight, getting it moving, wanting to get other guys going.
This demonstrates leadership on his end, willing to give it up in an effort to make his guys better.
Here's Vincent, defended by Macy. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Wedman's got his first 2 points.
A superb passer. Walton tries to set up teammates whenever they're uncovered.
And really deep through that time. And it's the Celtics with the ball. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The shot by Seasting, no good. Here's Chicago. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play.
Shooting for Chicago.
Free throw good, Gervin.
There are so many incredible talents in the game today. But George Gervin, he might be at another level when it comes to scoring.
Johnson outside. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Wedman. It's hauled in by Oakley.
Couldn't have asked for a better look. And a little frustration, he didn't get it to drop.
High post, Jordan. Johnson on him. Jordan, high post. Just 5 on the clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock. expires.
And pressure doesn't get to Jordan. He's well equipped to deliver when the clock is against him.
And amazingly, the Bulls might have come into Boston and gotten a win. Great performance from them.
And with the series tied at 1-1, and the next 2 games in Chicago, the Bulls now have a real look at pulling off a miracle.
Well, Clark, the Celtic fans have to be feeling a little bit nervous after losing this game at home.
No doubt about it, especially when they have to deal with Michael Jordan in Chicago the next few games. Jordan at home has been electric, and if he gets hot, the Celtics might not make it back home.
Things have gotten very interesting. For our terrific reporter David Aldridge, along with Clark Kellogg and Mike Fratello, I'm Kevin Harlan, saying thank you for tuning in tonight. We'll see you later.
The thing that I liked most about Michael Jordan as a player was the fact that I didn't have to try to guard him. If you had a poor defensive scheme, he was going to fill the hoop up until you either figured it out or the game was over and you lost the game.
Also, you probably already can tell, but I'll tell you tomorrow.
Remarkable, you know, you can get past the defense and use a little bit of English off of the glass. The ball drops in so nice. It takes some really advanced skills to do that consistently. The 1988 All-Star Game was a showcase for Michael. Michael had figured out all the things he needed to know to be a dominant player. Everything. One-on-one, couldn't guard him. What Michael Jordan showed the whole sports world was the fact that you put the right people with him, he's going to lead them to world championships, without question. He was a prime example of excellence and a leader that would lead you all the way to the top, all the way to the top. That was basketball at its finest.
Crosstown traffic and the Green Line whizzing by overhead on this calm winter night in Chicago. But not for long. Now let's go over to tonight's public address announcer, Tommy Edwards.
Welcome, fans, to the All-Star Exhibition Game. Get up and get loud for your West Coast.
Welcome, everyone, to Chicago for the 1988 All-Star Game. By my side, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. And Clark, this is the second time Chicago has hosted this mid-season classic.
Yeah, you go back to 1973. That's when they hosted their first one. The East won it 104-84 back then. That was the lowest combined score in an All-Star game, Kevin, since the 1950s.
We'll see if then tonight, Clark, they can surpass that total.
I would think they could. No shortage of scores on either side. I expect an up-tempo, fast-paced game, an exciting game with plenty of highlights and buckets.
Cannot wait. And your West All-Stars, Fat Lever and Magic Johnson, the guards, Alex English and Karl Malone at the forward spots, and in the middle, Hakeem Olajuwon. For the East, it's Moses Malone inside, and Dominique Wilkins with Larry Bird the forward. And in the backcourt, Isaiah Thomas and Michael Jordan.
And you look at Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, rivals since college. Early on, no love lost between them, but over time, they've become friends.
Johnson can't get it to go.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Wilkins, that's good. And if there was a snub, Clark, for this year's All-Star game, many felt it was the sharpshooter Dale Ellis of the Sonics.
Well, you take a look at what he's done. He's the only top 10 scorer in the NBA who was not an All-Star.
The Tennessee Volunteers should be here. The West again cannot hit. Clark, you see Larry and Magic together in those Converse ads. They've become really the faces of the NBA.
And Kevin, I think they've inherited the mantle from the great Dr. J. He's done such a great job representing the league all these years, and certainly he's left it in good hands with those two.
Yeah, that's a great comparison. So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's Johnson. The West again cannot hit. There's got to be some excitement, maybe even, Clark, some butterflies playing in the All-Star game. You want to prove you belong out there.
I agree with that, and there can also be the temptation to try to do a little too much, maybe get flashy, but with these players still getting a feel for each other in the flow, a lot to be said for making the simple play.
Nevertheless, a great honor. And an exhibition game with plenty of motivation for these stars nonetheless. For more, let's say hello to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, I was talking to Larry Bird about his goals for the matchup, and he said, I think our job is to get the ball to Michael Jordan, get him into the game, and get the crowd into the game. So if Bird has anything to do with it, Michael Jordan will be the MVP. And that would be poetic justice this weekend. Guys, back to you.
Especially where we are. Well said, David. Thank you. Jordan Clark, obviously, in front of his hometown crowd. He loves it, and they really love it.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You think about the fans in Chicago. They love basketball. And I can expect, and you can too, a ton of energy, some extra adrenaline anytime Michael touches the ball.
Clark, this city is on fire with Jordan, aren't they? I mean, they love him, and they think about what's to come. My goodness.
Smoking.
Yeah. And the Eastern All-Stars favored to win tonight.
Star power and firepower. Veteran IQ and smarts. But you never know. The West has quite a bit of talent, too.
Indeed, they do. And Michael Jordan winning the dunk contest yesterday, Clark. can he add to his trophy case tonight?
Kevin, I think his teammates want to see him win the MVP. I think they're going to give him as many touches as he needs to have a chance to do it.
Ooh, that'll be fun to watch. The West making some changes. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Olajuwon. Worthy comes in for English. Clyde Drexler has subbed in for Lever. The East leading by 21. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the most All-Star appearances by far in NBA history, Clark, and an All-Star in every season of his career except one. And in that year, he was injured.
Yeah, and at 40 years of age, matter of fact, the youngest player tonight was only 4 years old when Kareem made his first All-Star appearance. That player, Brad Daugherty.
No kidding.
That's right.
Just 4 to shoot. A shot by Johnson, no good. And Kareem looking to set the career record for All-Star scoring. Isn't that something?
It really is. Needs just 10 points to do it, Kevin, and you gotta love his chances. I mean, that's a layup for him, pun intended.
Yeah, a good one. And here is Johnson following the three-pointer by Michael Jordan. And good that time. And tonight's All-Star MVP will have a $5,000 check presented in their name, Clark, to the Thurgood Marshall Black Education Fund.
A great cause in honor of a terrific American.
And the West All-Stars have possession. Here's Johnson. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
And that's your three-point shooting champion, Larry Bird.
How about this list? Players who have never missed an All-Star game in their careers. Jerry West, Bob Pettit, Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas, and Hakeem Olajuwon. Those last three playing here tonight.
Hey, Clark, the record for points in the All-Star game is 42, set by Wilt Chamberlain back in the 1962 All-Star game.
And, you know, a lot of Wilt's records seem virtually untouchable, but I don't think that one is. With all these great scores, who knows? It might be broken tonight.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun? Johnson surveying the floor. Here's Malone. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the East All-Star out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout. Welcome back, everyone, to the 1988 All-Star Game here in Chicago. As these great fans hope Michael Jordan can bring home the win. And the MVP hardware. And here early, Clark, the East has the edge.
You look at that team on the East squad, an embarrassment of riches, Kevin, and, you know, they've got so many weapons. I think it simply comes down to execution for them.
Bird out there with Moses Malone. And there's Dominique Wilkins. Then there's Thomas. And it's Jordan in at shooting guard. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. Jordan against Johnson. Olajuwon kicks to Johnson. Over to the left wing. Some nice passing here by the West. Lever finds Johnson. Here's McDaniel. All alone. Rebound, Wilkins. Jordan against Olajuwon. And when the jump shot is fallen for Michael Jordan, what can you do? He is unstoppable. And so it's Lever who brings up the ball for the West.
And the head coach of the East, Mike Fratello. his first time coaching in the All-Star game.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The West All-Stars shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Well, pretty much the perfect point guard, if there is such a thing. Magic has incredible passing skills, great size, unbelievable vision, plus leadership qualities that make him CEO-like.
Lever can't get it to go. How about that? Mike's a terrific friend of yours and mine, and Fratello's Hawks recently moved into first place in the East after the Cavs beat the Celtics. Clark enabling him to become the coach of the East All-Star.
So don't be surprised if the Cavs' Brad Daugherty gets extended minutes in his first All-Star appearance. You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Wasted no time on that one. Jordan's got 11 points in the quarter. And starting last season, Clark, Michael Jordan's scoring went through the roof.
Averaging over 37 points per game, partner, and he's kept close to that pace this season as well.
Clark, he just rocked the rim!
Insanity on display right there. Wow! Woo.
And the high-flying antics of Jordan, simply awesome.
Johnson outside. Passes it to Lever. Malone with it. Defended by Bird. Shot to stop the run. And there's Karl Malone on the assist by Lever. Malone's got his first bucket in this one. Now the East All-Stars with it. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points.
That might as well be a layup if you give him that much space.
Johnson, a wide open look. That one, no good. And it's the East going the other way. And now let's go over to David Aldridge with a report on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Thank you, Kevin. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the oldest All-Star in history. This is his 17th game. No one else has been in more than 13. To put that into context, there were 6 players in yesterday's Legends game that were younger than Kareem. Magic Johnson says he respects Kareem more than anyone I know because of the pride this man has in whatever he does. Kevin, back to you.
He is a very proud individual. David, thank you. And Kareem's coming out here, Clark, after spending 2 days in bed with strep throat. I mean, it's remarkable.
And, Kevin, that's exactly the pride Magic was talking about. And that's why it seems like every game we do, Kareem is adding to some type of record that he's already established. Tonight, he could very well become the leading scorer in the history of the All-Star game.
Isn't that phenomenal? They call him captain for a reason. He is truly the leader of this entire NBA.
Yes, sir.
And Jordan Clark within reach of the record. Michael Jordan now with 42 points, Clark. He has tied the record for scoring in an All-Star game.
A piece of history. Boy, is he special.
Malone outside. Pass to Olajuwon. Malone kicks to Lever. Johnson, that's for 2. And he overshot that one, missing.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
And the shooting stroke of Larry Bird, as pure as it comes. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And stolen by Jordan. And here we go. Bird heading. And it's a new single game record in scoring for the All-Star game. Right in front of us by Michael Jordan.
What an incredible athlete, Kevin, and it seems whatever he sets his mind to do, he can do it. Impressive.
And here we go, the East with a fast break. Malone passes to Jordan. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more. Clark, amidst this All-Star celebration, labor negotiations between the players and the NBA continue.
trying to find their way through this current impasse, Kevin, and looking to avoid any interruptions to this game that we all...
And we welcome you back to the second half of the 1988 All-Star Game here in Chicago. Great performances from these players, whether it's their first time participating or their 17th. And here is English. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
You know, you get into the latter stages of the game, and it's normal to wonder who will take home the MVP trophy. It's certainly one of those accolades that...
My goodness! And Michael Jordan, not only last season's leading scorer by a mile, but Clark Kellogg this season, he is in the running for the Defensive Player of the Year.
He is the true definition of a two-way player. Gets it done at a high level at both ends.
Good on the shot. And Larry Bird winning 3 straight MVP awards from 1983 to 1986.
You know who the last player was to do that?
I know I'm going back to the 60-something. You tell me.
Yeah.
I know you
Bill
know.
Russell.
Yeah, right.
It's Bill Russell, 1960 to 63.
Of course. I'm glad we bring him up. A legend.
Yep.
And the East with the lead.
Living up to that favored and top billing and giving these fans quite a show. Really crafty play that time by Jordan. Good decision. The defense was locked in on him, so he gave it away.
Johnson kicks to Lever. Back to Johnson. Lever outside. Jacks up a 3. The West again cannot hit. And the East has possession. And here's Bird from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan. Jordan's got assist number 8 now on the night. And so English will bring it up for the West All-Stars. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. And now Wilkins running the floor all by himself. Another highlight for the film of Dominique Wilkins.
And Dominique Wilkins is the go-to scorer for the Hawks. No question about that. And he's embraced that leadership role as well. Obviously a huge part of the Hawks' success. You know, there's been talk about adding a third referee to NBA games. The commissioner and the rules committee are in favor of it. And they plan to put it before the Board of Governors at the next meeting.
Catching up on changes for the West. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Elijah. Worthy comes in for Malone. Clyde Drexler has subbed in for Magic Johnson. 5 on the clock. The wide open look for Drexler. The West again cannot hit. And Clark with 3 officials working games. Do you think that'll result in more fouls being called, more eyes on the ball? They can pick up a lot more, certainly with more guys out there.
Yeah, you know, I think, Kevin, it might be the case early on with a third official, but over time it'll smooth itself out. Off the ball, you know, some things you could get away with in the past, maybe not so much with 3 officials out there.
Lever with it. Now Thomas defending.
And, you know, most of these guys are accustomed to having their team's offense built around them. It's an adjustment for them now to figure out who's going to get the rock most of the time. Playing well on both ends of the floor, stifling defense and dangerous O. That's a heck of a combo.
Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. And they double up Jordan. Lets it go from deep. And there's Isaiah Thomas, the assist by Jordan. Thomas got 7 points. And you think about adjusting, Clark, how about the all-star reserves? Guys that start normally are the stars of their team, now off the bench on a team of stars.
Kevin, excellent point. For players who are used to starting the game, probably a rare experience coming in off the bench and trying to get it going. But I think these guys so enjoy being part of this. That sacrifice is... Oh, man!
What a finish.
Oh, the human highlight reel. Add another one to his package.
Offensively, Clark, things have sort of fallen apart for him.
And they need to recover as soon as possible.
And the dunk by Jordan.
Well, we've got liftoff. Jordan showing off that unmatched vertical leap to go up and throw down the alley-oop. Nicely done.
We've got 1:18 left here in the third quarter. Lever kicks to Drexler. The West again cannot hit.
And to me, they appear desperate to stop this cold streak right now. So far, nothing is working. Their offense has really stood out. They're piling up the points and torching this defense.
Wilkins has gotten everything to go for him. 5 attempts, 5 makes. Jordan with the steal. All alone. And not many out there who can elevate like Michael Jordan.
You know, Jordan doesn't need any help there. I mean, his athleticism is really on another level.
That's tipped and stolen by Jordan. And here's Bird from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan. He's got 16.
Larry Bird had it going last night at the Legends game, trying to fill it up tonight as well.
Stolen by Thomas. Bird way outside, and another 3 from the east.
Striking it from distance, no hesitation at all.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Right side, Abdul-Jabbar. To end the cold streak, it's hauled in by the East All-Stars. Malone's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. It's slammed in by Wilkins.
Coming out of halftime, they're on an absolute tear.
Wilkins has gotten everything to fall, shooting 6 for 6 tonight. Pass to English. The baseline J. The master of the mid-range, Alex English.
You know, people said Alex English was too light of frame, too skinny, not athletic enough. Well, how about this? He's playing in his 7th straight All-Star game. So much for being too skinny.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. East All-Stars ahead, just dominating this one. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Welcome back to Chicago for the 1988 All-Star Game. The grand finale of what's been a tremendous weekend to celebrate the NBA.
You take a look at the landscape of the NBA, and I tell you what, that Central Division, dominant. How about this? 36 games above 500 combined.
Thomas is out there with Jordan. Then it's Malone. Then it's Wilkins. And it's Bird in at the 4-man position. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. A 3 from McGuire. East grabs the miss. While you look at that Central Division, all 6 teams on pace to make the playoffs.
And, you know, Chicago got off to that great start, Kevin. Then they cooled off just a bit. Now tied with Detroit at 3 games behind Atlanta. Those teams are breaked up pretty good.
Down the stretch here, the East, Clark out in front.
Getting it done. It's been such a fun game to watch. Entertaining from both sides.
Whew, it sure has been. Johnson up top, defended by Jordan. Back to Johnson. To the wing right side. Clock at 6. From deep, Drexler. The West again cannot hit.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on it.
The vision of Larry Bird is not to be overlooked.
Boy, so far Wilkins has just been going off, finding plenty of ways to outwork the defense and get his points.
Johnson double teamed. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Violation. Jump ball call.
Worthy the pass to Aguirre. Some nice passing here by the West. Shot clock at 6. To end the run, Dominique Wilkins comes up with the rebound. Wilkins has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And Commissioner David Stern in the house tonight. Since taking over 4 years ago, he's done a remarkable job helping guide this league to new unprecedented heights.
Exactly. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the West. They have yet to put up any points here in the 4th.
They've won the rebounding battle, and it's translated to the score.
Fires the 3. And another 3 from the East. One thing the league has done since Commissioner Stern has taken over, Clark, is really marketing the league around its stars. And I like that type of strategy.
I agree with you, Kevin, wholeheartedly. And what better time to highlight those great stars than tonight? Amazing talent, compelling personalities. The league is certainly on a great trajectory.
It absolutely is. Malone passes to Bird. The fader. Good, and it's Malone picking up the assist. Malone's got 3 assists tonight. Oh, and they need a basket in the worst way.
I think they're forcing things right now, and it's why their offense looks so pedestrian.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Goes back up. Donaldson no good. And here's the East. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Pretty good display of strength by Jordan there. Absorbed the contact and still able to nail the shot.
Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for the West. English comes in for Drexler. And Kareem will need to get it going, Clark, to reach double digits.
I think his teammates have to do a better job of getting him touches. Just keep feeding him. He's more than capable of getting there.
A 3 from McGuire. It's hauled in by Malone. Now the East All-Stars with it. They've got a 22-run going. What a pace. The shot's good. Bird's got 17 now, just in the second half.
Boy, Bird has really been in the zone throughout this game.
To the middle. The vision of Magic Johnson is unsurpassed.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Bird kicks to Wilkins. Jordan against Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Wilkins. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That should put a stamp on this one.
McDaniels checked in for the West.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Now, here's Johnson. Knocked away. Outside, Aguirre. Rebound, Malone. Here's Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
You know, this is why Moses Malone's teammates like playing with him, because when they're uncovered and open, he finds them.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And what a crowd pleaser that alley-oop was.
Clark, especially when executed just like we saw.
Perfect.
Here's Wilkins. Count it.
Well, Dominique runs into some tight defense, but sticks with his shot and manages to push through.
And so here are the West All-Stars. And now Wilkins running the floor all by himself.
He added some style to that one. I think he should get some bonus points for that.
Oh, yeah, he was definitely making a show of it. And the Eastern All-Stars deliver. The favorites coming in. Clark, they did not disappoint.
Yeah, you looked at that team on paper and you saw they were the stronger team and should have been favored. But you still got to go out and prove it. And they did exactly that.
And so much scoring in that lineup for the East. My goodness, look at those names. That's always going to be tough to stop.
And you factor in the raucous crowd cheering on Michael Jordan, Kevin. No wonder they found that extra gear they needed when it was time to get it done.
That's a good point. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you later.
know when Michael Jordan is coming to town, you always wanted to get a good night's sleep, a good night rest, something good to eat, because you know the next day Michael Jordan is in your building and he's coming to put on a show, and you have to compete against that. Game 5 was at our place, and you know, a typical game, Eastern Conference game, a physical game, it was like a back and forth thing, the shot. You know, everybody want to talk about the shot. Chicago kept fighting, MJ kept making plays. It's at the end of the game, and we going to the timeout, and everybody talking. I was like, Coach, I want to guard MJ. Like, I got to guard MJ. There's only one player that's getting this basketball, and that's MJ. He's like, we're going to put Craig Ehlo on there. I'm like, and he jumped up, and Ehlo jumps up. Ehlo stops, and MJ does this to Ehlo. Ehlo comes down, and he shoots it, and it was slow motion. And it was like, he's the guy that you want the ball in his hand late in the ball game, because he gonna win most of those ball games by himself.
All right, Coach, Cleveland leads, Chicago inbound. What can the Cavaliers do?
The Cavs try to deny Jordan the ball.
Oh, my.
Ehlo with the steal.
Goodness, the Bulls throw it. All right, Coach, Cleveland leads, Chicago inbound. What can the Cavaliers do?
The Cavs try to deny Jordan the ball.
Oh, my.
Ehlo with the steal.
Goodness, the Bulls throw it. All right, Coach, Cleveland leads, Chicago inbound. What can the Cavaliers do?
The Cavs try to deny Jordan the ball. They actually 2-on-1 him without the ball. Ehlo trying to catch back up. The shot's up. It's good!
Oh,
Michael Jordan!
Wow, Coach, a Game 5 winning shot. Doug Collins off the bench, and the Bulls have won.
You can never, ever count Michael Jordan out.
Michael was a different level, man. He's a different level of competitiveness, just sure will to win. He changed the game. He changed the game. I mean, not just in one aspect, in many aspects, every aspect of the game. He changed it. I played against some of the greatest players in the history of this game. Michael Jordan was one of those guys that lifted my ability to the next level. We enjoyed the competition with one another. We played very hard and fiercely against one another, but it was like you had two gentlemen going head to head. Michael Jordan and I wasn't just coming down the court getting dunks at the dunks. We found creative ways to score. I can't tell you the fun and the pleasure I had to play against him. You know, and Michael and I, we never really talked about those games. It was kind of a unspoken thing between us, you know, the respect level.
An unmistakable view of the Windy City and a lot of anticipation in the air. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our presentation of today's game. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me courtside, Clark Kellogg. And across the way on the sidelines, David Aldridge. We should be in for a great game here. Clark, it's the Chicago Bulls taking on the visiting Atlanta Hawks.
I'm ready for a good one, partner. Listen to these Chicago fans. Extremely excited to get this underway and see two All-Stars, Dominique Wilkins and Michael Jordan go at it. This could be an outstanding scoring contest between these two.
You said it. Buckle in. But part of what makes Wilkins and Jordan so exceptional is how many ways they can get points.
Yeah, they score a lot of different ways, Kevin. Their offensive games are really versatile and complete. They can knock down threes, hit the mid-range jumper, and you know they both can do damage at the rim.
And out there for Atlanta, Spud Webb at the point with Doc Rivers at the 2. At the forward positions, Dominique Wilkins and Moses Malone. John Koncak will be at center. And starting things off for the Bulls, it's John Paxson at point guard with Michael Jordan also at the guard. Then Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant at the 3 and 4. The veteran, Bill Cartwright in the middle.
Expectations are high for Jordan and Wilkins in this one. They're both exceptional scoring threats, and I know their teams are expecting each of them to be the difference makers out there as they try to get the W.
Now, here's Grant.
It'll be a turnover. Hawks ball.
Here's Rivers. Here's Koncak. Down low. Here's Malone. Misses the fadeaway jumper. You know, often, Clark, it's the team's respective leader who set
Soaring up to the rim, Jordan makes it look so easy the way he gets off the floor. But I can tell you, that's harder than it looks.
You know, Clark, in some ways, this game could come down to either Jordan or Wilkins. And who scores the most? Outperforming the other could seal the game for their team.
And, Kevin, that's exactly what we'll be keeping a close eye on. Which one is leading in the point column? Because I agree the winner of that duel very well could decide this thing.
Oh, what a duel it's going to be. They need to find a high percentage shot, Clark, to regain some of that confidence.
I think they've gone too long without seeing one go down, and that begins to mess with your psyche.
Chicago, Atlanta, it's a special matchup. And these fans feeling a little extra electricity from Michael Jordan in this one. And now for a little background on this superstar matchup, here's David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Jordan and Dominique have met up in the slam dunk contest twice, each winning once. It was just last year that Jordan won over Dominique in one of the most talked about and controversial dunk contests ever. I know fans are hoping we'll see the tie-breaking contest between the two someday. Maybe they'll settle for tonight's game. Back to you.
David, I can see it in my mind's eye. Those two going at it. Clark, no question. They're two of the most skilled dunkers in today's game.
And, Kevin, it's just another thing that makes these meetings so electrifying, so must-see TV. Hard to beat getting to watch two gifted scorers like this go at each other.
And the athleticism is right just off the charts. The number one objective, Clark, of this Bulls defense has to be limiting Dominique Wilkins' looks. They've got to contain that incredible scoring of his.
Kevin, you're all over it. Right on point. I mean, if Chicago can't disrupt his usual scoring, then they're in for a long night and some real trouble.
Bulls on defense. Wilkins, no good. Credit to these Hawks, Clark, for having a constant postseason presence these last few seasons.
3 straight second-round appearances, and then last year a tough loss in the first round. But I say don't let that fool you. These Hawks are a very competitive team.
They really are.
Jordan always eager to entertain the home crowd, putting on a show for these fans here.
The Hawks trail by 16. Now, here is Webb. Wilkins, the pass to Rivers. To halt the run. The putback. That one's not going to go. So the Bulls will take it the other way. And 3 from Jordan. And the Bulls, another 3.
Jordan letting the Hawks know his range is legit. He doesn't always have to penetrate. He can knock down the jumper, too.
Webb dishes to Wilkins. No good off the back of the rim. Some fresh competition, Clark, for the Bulls and Hawks in the league this year, with two expansion teams coming to the NBA in Orlando and Minnesota.
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, these teams are focused on the game at hand. That's pretty obvious, but this is a very interesting time for the NBA. A lot of new talent and a new landscape.
A lot of growing indeed. Atlanta calls timeout. So for the Hawks, Willis comes in for Concat, and Smith subbed in for Spud Webb. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Smith, the pass to Malone. Launches it. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And here's Jordan outside. And again, it's the Bulls from deep. Clark, I know the Bulls are hoping for big things this year after making it all the way to the conference finals a season ago.
You know, I think Chicago proving they can handle teams like these Hawks could be a really good sign for them as they look to become a more dominant and consistent force in this league.
And it's Dominique Wilkins with the foul. That's his first foul.
Was not quite set, and when there's a doubt, I think the refs will err towards calling the blocking foul, which I agree with.
Grant dishes to Jordan. Over Rivers. Another one falls for Chicago. Wilkins and Jordan. A couple of talented one-on-one players who are both going to be seeking mismatches in this one.
And, you know, Kevin, if you're on either of these teams, you've got to be ready to come at Jordan and Wilkins defensively. Don't let them dictate things. Low-effort defense, not going to get it done because they'll take advantage of that fully.
Oof.
And a bit of a shooting slump here. I mean, you can't seem to get anything going. Michael Jordan, MJ, it really doesn't get much better than this.
Outside Wilkins. To stop the drought. He can't get that one. And a wide open look for Jordan. What a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Fighting till the last second. Hits the buzzer beater right here.
And the buzzer sounds to end the first. And we've got a blowout underway here. It's Chicago running away with it. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Welcome back, everyone, to Chicago as the second quarter gets underway. It's been an exciting game so far between the hometown Chicago Bulls and the visiting Atlanta Hawks. And Atlanta has possession.
For the Bulls, they've got a new coach at the helm this season. With Phil Jackson, this is his first stint as a head coach here in the NBA.
They've got Grant. Paxson is out there with Jordan. Then it's Pippen, and it's Cartwright in at the center filling out the middle. That's the group for the Chicago Bulls to start the second quarter. Webb against Jordan. Here's Malone. The rebound by Cartwright. Cartwright's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Jackson, of course, a former player, a former assistant under Doug Collins in Chicago. And Clark, I hear he's got some interesting ideas when it comes to on-court strategy.
Well, Kevin, you know, he's certainly got some good pieces to test those ideas out with. There's no denying that. But what I think matters most is that the guys seem to relate to him and like him. Chemistry between players and head coaches is critical.
Well, you know, you played a long time, and you know how important that connection can be.
That's a very key deal.
You know, looking back at the opening quarter, Clark, Jordan managed to stay ahead of Wilkins in points scored.
Yeah, really good start for him, Kevin, in that regard, but can he keep doing that the entire game?
Right. Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
Jordan is doubled. Poked loose. Out of bounds. Atlanta takes possession. Let's go to David Aldridge, who has some inside info on the Chicago Bulls.
Hey, Kevin, when you talk to the coaching staff and you say, what's the key to success against the Hawks, they have a one-word answer. Michael. They expect big numbers from Jordan, probably exceeding his average of 35 points from last season. Back to you, Kevin.
Well, that's good stuff there, David. Sometimes, Clark, the answer is that simple, I guess.
Yeah, you don't have to complicate it, especially when you're talking about Jordan, because he does make it really simple. Although he's not a one-man show, his whole team is going to have to still step up.
And they take pride in that, don't they? Helping this very special talent do what they've got to do.
Yeah, they're pros, and they get their checks twice a month, too.
Clark, how do you think the Bulls have done so far in defending Dominique Wilkins?
I think they've done a solid job.
Oh, he's a high flyer!
Oh, look at that elevation and throw down. Oh! Love seeing Jordan use that extraordinary quickness to come up with the steals. An outstanding defensive player.
So far, Michael Jordan has been getting just about, Clark, everything he wants on the offensive end.
And that's not unexpected, but, you know, that doesn't bode well for the Hawks as Wilkins has been unable to answer Jordan with shots of his own, which I think says a lot about the job the Chicago defense is doing.
I agree.
Well, you got to appreciate how consistent these Atlanta Hawks have been. I mean, season to season, even while going through some roster shakeups, they've been steady.
Tony, he's checked in for the Hawks. Clark, as we know, last year the Hawks were able to hit 50 wins for the 4th consecutive season.
And, Kevin, I think that speaks to, obviously, the product on the floor, but the quality of their organization, too. I mean, these are players and coaches who just know how to win games.
Rivers gets a wide-open look, and that's an air ball. Not even close. Pippen with a wide-open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
The Hawks and the Bulls, when you look at the measurables of teams and players, pretty standard for the league, with explosively athletic backcourts and then quite a bit of size down low, too.
For three, Paxson, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Paxson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Paxson with the steal. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
John Paxson has a very efficient stroke from deep. When he lets it fly, it always looks good and most times goes in.
Clark, we were talking about size. Both of these teams start a 7-footer at center.
Yeah, you know, Koncak and Cartwright are very imposing at that position, Kevin. And then you get Grant and Malone are paired evenly at 6'10", so hey, there's no way this game is not going to be physical in the paint.
It'll be a battle for sure.
No doubt about the brilliance of Jordan as a player. Outstanding at knowing when to go get that alley-oop.
Pippen against Rivers. Can't cash in from the high post.
They desperately need something to fall.
Pulls up on the wing, and there's Michael Jordan, the assist by Pippen. 46 points for Michael Jordan.
You know, finding ways to build their lead, to expand it. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Rivers against Pippen. Rivers passes to Wilkins. Can they get it? Here's Carr. They shoot again. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Cartwright's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Grant. Yep, that one goes.
How do you expand the lead? Increase it. It takes good play on both ends.
Oh, and they need a basket in the worst way.
I think they're forcing things right now, and it's why their offense looks so pedestrian.
Wilkins, the pass to Malone. And here is Wilkins, guarded by Jordan. Here's Rivers, the offensive rebound, and Grant sends it back.
One of the better defenders in this game. Grant teeing off on that one.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far. So welcome back, everyone, to the third quarter of this contest between the Bulls and the Hawks, where Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins have been going at it. Here's Rivers. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
And as this second half gets underway, the defensive ability of the Hawks and Bulls only become more important. You got to limit your opponents down the stretch, and both of these teams have the ability to do that.
On the court right now for the Hawks, Koncak is out there with Moses Malone. And it's Rivers. Then it's Webb. And it's Wilkins. And at the 3, the small forward.
Grant inside, really willing to fight for his territory. Going hard against the defensive contact to get the finish.
Oh, glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time. Webb kicks to Rivers. Wilkins surveying the defense. And that one is off. Pippen for 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. Pippen's got 6. We were talking about this before, but Clark, some very capable defenders on both sides of the floor.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, the duo of Pippen and Jordan, so effective at wreaking havoc and forcing turnovers. And the Hawks have Doc Rivers, who can hassle ball handlers. He's physical as a backcourt defender, as well as Moses down low to eat that glass and block shots, too.
Both are fun to watch. We're going over the numbers from the first half. Clark, Jordan was able to top Wilkins in scoring in the first and second quarters combined.
A critical advantage partner that he worked really hard to get. Not all of his hoops were easy ones.
Right, you're right on that. And the Hawks making a change here. Willis is checked in. The free throw drops for Grant.
You know, one of the things you love about Grant is how hard he plays. I mean, not only that, but he plays hard and smart.
Webb the pass to Willis. Shot to stop the run. Poked away. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the jam by Bill Cartwright.
Nice play there. Throw it up to the big man. Let him go get it and finish.
Here's the Hawks with the ball. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. Webb the pass to Wilkins. Looking to get it going. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Grant.
When you think about Michael Jordan, you think about scoring, putting the ball in the basket. But he does a lot of other stuff out there as well, like moving the ball effectively. Enjoying this big lead, and right now they look unstoppable on offense.
Paxson against Webb. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Willis. The Hawks again can't hit. You know, we touched on it. Last year, Michael Jordan Clark was actually 8th in the league in total assists. He was a top 10 assist guy.
It's not something that comes to mind when you think about him, but it's very impressive nonetheless, Kevin. Shows you what kind of leader he is. He knows he's got to get his teammates involved and work well with them for his team to be its best.
Yeah, he's a terrific facilitator.
No doubt.
Livingston's checked in for Atlanta. Smith comes in for Spud Webb. Smith kicks to Wilkins. Trying to end the drought. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Superb anticipation on that rejection, and that'll allow them to stay on the lead if they keep defending like that.
Lays it up off the glass.
These Hawks have a trusted and capable leader steering the ship, and that's Coach Mike Fratello. He won Coach of the Year for his work with this team in the '86 season. Stay aggressive. I don't ever like to see teams pump the brakes when they've got the lead. Stay aggressive, attack, a fantastic way to pad your cushion.
Sweet move. Kept alive.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
As we get deeper into this game, Clark, it has been all Jordan offensively, as we can see, leaving Dominique well behind him.
You know, I didn't think it would be this one-sided. I mean, Jordan has just been operating at a totally different level, and Dominique has not managed to match that intensity or production.
You're so right. Yeah, an experienced coach who knows his team inside and out. That's Mike Fratello. Clark, do you think that gives the Hawks an advantage?
I think it could, Kevin. I mean, Coach Fratello will have an easier time seeing what his team needs out there and will know what adjustments best suit this squad.
Here in the third quarter, the Bulls, Clark, have managed to be pretty effective when it comes to defending Dominique Wilkins.
Yeah, you know, their focus, Kevin, in terms of defending him, I think has really been good. Really good. And I think you can tell it started to frustrate Dominique a bit.
You can.
Taking flight, Scottie Pippen going upstairs.
Offensively, Clark, things have sort of fallen apart for him.
And they need to recover as soon as possible.
Wilkins up top. And too long on the shot.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it. But they don't want to chance that again.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and the shot is good. Pippen's got 16 points.
And perhaps the coach lit a fire under him at halftime because they have owned this third quarter.
Wilkins wide open, and he fires.
It's Christmas Eve, y'all. Also, you probably already can tell, but I'll tell you tomorrow.
By every fan in attendance.
You know, even when Jordan gets hit while penetrating, I mean, he just stays with it. Great stick-to-itiveness. You cannot corral this guy.
And so it's Chicago, holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Welcome back, everyone. We get into the fourth quarter of this thrilling game between the Atlanta Hawks and the Chicago Bulls. And this crowd is feeling it. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Bulls.
As this game wears on, you have to be so conscious of Michael Jordan. I mean, he's got something of a reputation for being a closer, and that's an understatement. He finds a way to push himself beyond his limits to come up with clutch points when his team needs it most.
Jordan is out there with Paxson. Then there's Pippen. Then there's Grant. And it's Cartwright in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Boy, outstanding ball movement from Paxson there, showing a willingness to involve his teammates.
Paxson with the steal. Knocks it loose. Jordan inside. He's against Smith. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Incredible two-way play.
Yeah, offense and defense. Knowing that Michael Jordan likes to explode down the home stretch offensively, Clark, think the Hawks might increase the defensive pressure on them.
You know, it wouldn't shock me, Kevin, if they did just that. Just make sure somehow, some way, you don't allow him to put together a run.
And Clark, as we come toward the end of this game, winding our way toward the finish line, the Bulls are doing all they can to limit Dominique Wilkins' production.
And it's working. They're making a strong effort to keep Wilkins from getting a lot of shot attempts.
Tony with the 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Cartwright's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
They can't miss on an absolute tear.
And the Hawks with possession. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. And here's Smith. They need this. The Hawks again can't hit.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area. Boy, that's major force and ferocity by Scottie Pippen on that slam. No messing around with that one.
Smith, the pass to Livingston. Kicks it to Tony. From the arc. Will Cartwright grabs the rebound. Looking to keep it rolling.
Stay on the attack and keep playing the right way.
And Pippen gets it to go.
You know, once he finds his rhythm, gets into a groove, he just needs to stay aggressive, and that's exactly what he's doing, making himself dangerous on offense.
Foul. Kenny Smith. First personal foul. First team foul.
The first one falls.
At the line for Chicago, Scottie Pippen.
And both free throws good for Pippen.
I think what you most appreciate about Pippen, at least I do, is his versatility. I mean, he scores it, he rebounds, he passes, and he defends at a really high level.
Smith scanning the floor. The Hawks again can't hit.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
A nice shot by Jordan.
Hey, the defense has the right idea there, but Jordan has the skills to overcome the contact.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
To the paint. Here's Smith to end the drought. That shot off. Some solid defense from Grant. For three, Pippen. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan. Jordan's got his 7th assist in the game.
Well, they have been raining threes here in the second half.
Smith with it. He's picked up by Pippen. Knocked loose. Stolen by Pippen. And the dunk by Pippen.
It's Christmas Eve, y'all. Also, you probably already can tell, but I'll tell you tomorrow.
1:31 left here in the fourth quarter. Tony kicks to Smith. Here's Livingston. Back to Smith. All sorts of time. The rebound by Pippen. Pippen's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Cartwright. And the jam by Bill Cartwright.
Boy, Cartwright doing a nice job there, finishing through the hit. Persistence paying off.
Smith against Jordan. Carr with a screen on Jordan. Smith, no good.
Rough quarter for him. Just hasn't been able to connect.
The drive by Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Not coasting to victory. They're running through the tape. Run through that finish line.
Tony with it. Carr with a screen on Paxson. Carr, the pass to Tony. Over Paxson. And Grant sends it back. Right side, Pippen. Over Smith. And Pippen with the basket. The assist by Jordan. Pippen's got 31 points.
This is a shot Pippen is very comfortable with. He's extremely effective in the mid-range.
To halt the run, Grant gets the rebound. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Oh, man. Clearly letting his emotions get the better of him in that situation.
Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Hawks.
7 seconds left in the fourth.
Willis.
Up top, Jordan. It falls.
Hey, it's as plain as pound cake. Keep it simple. They want to see how big this league can get.
And the Chicago Bulls, Clark, managed to pull out the win here tonight with Michael Jordan delivering a terrific performance to overcome Wilkins and these Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, Kevin, able to beat Dominique's offensive talents once again. Always special, though, to watch these two go at it head-to-head. MJ got the better of Dominique this time.
He did tonight. But looking beyond just the 2 stars, Clark, as you like to say, this was a team win.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, Jordan cleared and made the way, but the rest of the Bulls did a terrific job keeping up with him.
It's Christmas Eve, y'all. Also, you probably already can tell, but I'll tell you tomorrow.
Thank you for tuning in. So long.
This is real?
This is real.
That's crazy. When did you get this?
At Summer League.
I love it.
So where are you going to get yours?
I look like I've been getting money, how Rican. You smell me, that's LV. Walk around with my chest out and my skin smooth, I'm healthy. I'm in a mix and I'm handshaking, but most of y'all can't help me. Most of y'all ain't wealthy. Most of y'all just dress like it. I caught the vibe that y'all giving off and I'm trying to make myself less like it. This chick got a little Porsche body, I might let the bro. It's hard for me to get excited. I love music and stress about it. My city haunting, I'm co-signing this wave coming up next out it. Riding around and hurt tested. Hanging both of my legs out it like, what's up? I got stakes and they too high now, I can't. I like girls that's down to earth, so don't be stuck up. I don't take L's, I give them out and I chuck them up. First listen, they hearing like, what the? 10 toes, that's my MO. Fam over gram, that's my MO. Close friends, I got friends that I keep close and they let it go while I like, TSA just opened my book bag up and my chain hitting like King's back in his hometown when them wheels hit and I touch down, nigga. I'm back there doing jack dance like and I'm not no fashionista, but I'm fly though. And I know I gave up, but I'm told her I don't, but you could try though. I'm not on top of it yet, but I'm that guy though. I take a look around at my confidence, just wide open, big whipping. I notice they treat me like I'm chosen. Eyes open, heart clean, and my mind focused. Just keeps going how I wrote it. How the could you doubt us? I mean, back then it made sense, but it's like, now what? Now they down to come round just to be round us. You ain't one of my dogs, why do you hound us? It's very few of you I like, but it's a whole lot of y'all I don't trust. Cause 10 toes, that's my MO. Fam over gram, that's my MO. Close friends, I got friends that I keep close and they let it go while I like TSA just opened my book bag up and my chain hitting like King's back in his hometown when them wheels hit and I touch down, nigga. I'm back there doing jack dance like
No entiendo por qué llaman si antes nadie llamó. No entiendo por qué vienen si antes nadie vino. Esperan que yo sea alguien que saben que no va conmigo. Porque siento que yo alguna vez me perdí y hoy que me levanté puedo decir que volví. Porque siento que yo alguna vez me perdí y hoy que me levanté creo que nunca me fui. Siempre bendecido, aunque hablen mal de lo mío y el periodista está inventando lío. Eso no me importa, yo sigo en lo mío. La gente sabe cómo soy, por eso están conmigo. Saben que soy un gordo, avaro con estilo muy caro, que se comió el panorama con un solo bocado. Siempre lo han criticado porque siempre fui raro. Nunca hice lo que hacen, por eso no me alcanzaron. Es como lo imaginaron, un blanquito iluminado que escapo de la casa y la plaza, lo he escuchado. Y después de haber notado mi nivel desenfrenado, muchos perros se tragaron todo lo que me vomitaron. Mucho bla bla bla, pero no hacen nada como nosotros lo hacemos, siempre estamos plenos. Ey. No entiendo por qué llaman si antes nadie llamó. No entiendo por qué vienen si antes nadie vino. Esperan que yo sea alguien que saben que que no va conmigo, porque siento que yo alguna vez me perdí y hoy que me levanté puedo decir que volví, porque siento que yo alguna vez me perdí y hoy que me levanté creo que nunca me fui. En otras acciones yo no te voy a dar explicaciones y con 2 canciones hice que todos me mencionen. Dios man, me prometí no bajar escalones, pero decidí bajarlo y explicarle a estos torpes que tú séquito de nenitos envidiosos y pésimos. Quieren o no quieran a mí deben darme crédito. Vean donde vean siempre va a estar el polémico Paulito sin igual que roba el panorama escénico. Y ninguno salió a poder hacer lo que hice yo. Igual me criticaron, no sé qué pasó. Y eso que fui el primero que hace picado más flow, pero nunca puse un pero porque represento a vos y a tus bandas de embusteros que dicen que rapero yo no soy, pero bueno, eso me huevo. Sé que sí hay dinero, es porque el imán soy yo. Igual nunca digo nada, siempre fui como un robot, un caballo que mira para adelante sin error. No maldito quejoso, molesta como un bocón que no acepta que hay ejemplo y el ejemplo va a ser yo. Sí, el ejemplo va a ser yo. El ejemplo va a ser yo, sí. Ey, el ejemplo va a ser yo. Siento que yo alguna vez me perdí y hoy que me levanté puedo decir que volví, porque siento que yo alguna vez me perdí y hoy que me levanté creo que nunca me fui.
So MP and Shep Owens.
MP.
Oh!
What?
No! MP's a terrible pick. I want the entire front office fired!
How y'all pass on Shep Owens, fam? Is you stupid?
Look, I'm a fan of the city, first and foremost. Yeah. And if MP is our guy, I want him to succeed.
Thank you.
This is the year. MP is a champion, baby. Let's go!
All right, Shep, a lot of excitement here, but let me ask you, what do you make the fans booing MP when they drafted him instead of you?
I'm flattered, Nate, but I ain't surprised. I'd boo anyone who passed on me, too, especially for MP.
Yo, tell us.
I mean, dude got rec league athleticism.
Oh, rec league. You hear that?
Now, how can you say that when he's been a winner everywhere he's gone, Shep?
Yeah, so far. But at the NBA level, my talent's generational.
Let him know.
My style's impeccable.
Impeccable. Perfect.
There's no one else like me.
Nobody.
101. They're gonna regret drafting him over me. Watch.
Facts. I can quote that?
Absolutely.
Quote him.
The man said quote him. Go quote him. Why you still here?
Come on,
Go quote him.
let's go. Woo! Shep the
Yes,
show!
sir. Showtime,
You
baby.
already know. Wow. All right, Ken.
Look, JJ.
Hey, at least. What's up, boss?
Hey, you ready to head to the arena?
Always, man.
Then you all ready to go. Mila packed you a bag, and I just emailed over your...
Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. Make sure these guys regret not drafting the truth. Shep Owens.
Hey, you crushing it, bro. So good, Shep.
Built yourself, Rip?
I'm not a knight, so I'm not gonna help you make no fire content, bro.
And that's why your fans don't like you. No personality, and you take yourself too seriously.
Yeah, why so serious, bro?
It's more like I don't take you serious. at all. In fact, you were joking me, my man. Now that's what I'm talking about. Didn't know you had that in you, my boy. Maybe you're one of the fans now. Sounds good, man. Hey, you have a good game. Check. Oh, and don't hurt yourself feeling that fire constantly.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to beautiful Las Vegas. Nevada. We've got the NBA Summer League Finals on the way in what has been a great week and a half of basketball. I'm Brian Anderson with Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. And what a great matchup, Grant.
Well, guys, both of these teams have looked sharp in their games. MP and Shep Owens in particular. They have some extra motivation here in the finals.
Well, words have been exchanged between the two, and this Summer League game might have a real edge to it tonight, partner.
Yeah, I would expect both Shep and MP to kind of treat this like a regular season game. They both want to show the other one up, and we'll get to see the birth of maybe a rivalry here in Vegas.
So it's the Clippers now. The Bucks getting their last shot to go. Clock is at 3. Here's Boston. Here's Mobley. The rebound by the Bucks. Well, you know, Grant, the buzz surrounding this Summer League final, the matchup between MP and Shep Owens. Owens has had some sharp criticisms about MP after he was selected before him in the draft.
Yeah, B.A., I believe the term Shep used was rec league. MP hasn't done much to respond, but he might have been waiting to do that on the court. This Summer League final is the perfect chance to prove a point.
No offense to the rec league. Williams finds MP. Jacks up a 3. Hits the three-pointer. MP's got 8.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Out left to the wing. And he lobs it up.
And good awareness by Owens, finding the open man and wasting no time getting him the ball.
MP outside. Launches it. Oh, and look at MP shrug off Shep Owens. Big-time 3.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Here's Owens. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Drills it from deep. He's got 14.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
You know, thinking back to this Shep Owens MP beef they have going here. Grant, have you ever experienced or seen anything like that? I mean, except for you and I?
Well, B.A., not out loud. Now, lots of players feel slighted if someone gets drafted before them, but most have the good sense not to tell the whole world about it during an interview.
Here's MP after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Again, Milwaukee!
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Here's Boston. Williams defending. The shot by Boston, no good. The Bucks have got all 6 shots to fall in the first. MP, no good. And for the Clippers, they're shooting just about 29% so far. Not great. Pass to Champagnie to the left wing. From deep three-point range. The shot no good. Milwaukee goes the other way with it. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. MP. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
You know, Grant, watching Shep during these Summer League games, man, the athleticism is off the charts.
It really is, B.A. I mean, his numbers didn't lie. He is a special talent with his athleticism. You can see the potential oozing off of him, and he could end up the best player in the draft.
Well, Grant, with Summer League Finals underway, we'll soon have to say goodbye to our time here in Vegas.
And you know, B.A., even though Las Vegas doesn't have an NBA team, they are very much connected to the league. Now, I know you and I both will be missing the incredible restaurants here on the Strip.
No doubt, especially when you're buying.
Exactly. And think about this. For guys like Shep and MP, and really all of the incoming rookies, this summer league is their first taste of pro ball.
Right, and as we've heard before, it's very different when ball is your life around the clock. Not an easy adjustment for rookies to make, Grant.
Very true.
And Milwaukee has possession. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Here's the floater. Rebounded by Highland. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Green for 3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Milwaukee has gone 4 of 5 from distance here in the first quarter. From deep, MP. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Highland. Oh, great D that time from MP.
That's just the bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater. Milwaukee makes his selection just in time. Well done.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
And so it's Milwaukee looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. And the 3-ball has been huge in building this lead. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And welcome back from Las Vegas, Nevada. Second quarter action of the Summer League Championship on the way. And here are the Clippers now, trailing by 17.
Substitution on the court.
Get him, MP. Your time.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pulls up, high post. That one is off. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And MP has been putting on a show here against Shep, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it's almost like he's come out with an axe to grind, doing everything he can to make Shep eat his words.
Here's Ellis. From deep, MP. And that one goes. Now 10 for 13 on the night.
The D's got to be aware of MP. He is always ready to fire.
Pass to Davison. There's a screen. 1:44 left in the second period.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Yeah, that one's good.
And so far, this game has belonged to MP, getting to his spots and executing with ease.
To the inside. Davison, that's good.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Milwaukee in the lead. And a reminder, the teams that play for the Summer League Championship are those with the best record through the first 4 games. Grant, there's an elaborate tiebreaker system in place that we don't want to get into.
Yeah, well, some teams can go 4-0 and not play in the finals. But fortunately, both of the teams here tonight were clearly the top teams in Vegas.
Here's Boston. The Bucks getting their last shot to go. Pass to Davison. Over MP. Davison can't hit.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Now MP. Hey, from beyond the arc. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. They set the pick. Pass to Boston. 16 feet out. Rebounded by the Bucks. 17 points was their biggest margin. From deep, MP nails it from 3. MP's got 38 points.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
MP getting it done for Milwaukee. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter.
The Clippers, 28.
Well, it's as sweltering as ever here in Las Vegas. Second half of the Summer League Championship just starting up. And for the Clippers, they're shooting just 42% so far in the game. Well, Grant, the NBA has been holding a Summer League in Las Vegas since 2004. It's a great venue for the event.
Yeah, it really is, B.A. Now, there were also other locations for Summer League, Utah, Orlando, but Vegas is the one where every team participates.
Here's Beauchamp. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's MP. Owens grabs the board. Now Los Angeles with it. 15-point game. Pass to Champagny. Inside. Here's Boston. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Williams. Now here's MP. Guarded closely. Count it. MP's got 40 points.
So tough to distract. Shots like this just demonstrates MP's focus and poise under pressure.
Here's Owens. And Owens gets it to go inside. And he lets MP know he's got that shot as well.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Here's Owens. 10 points for him. Over MP. Owens, no good.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
And as I think back to all the summer leagues we've seen, B.A., there have been some great performances from soon-to-be breakout players.
Well, sometimes a great summer amounts to nothing in the regular season. But sometimes you get a sneak peek of a player who's about to make a name for themselves.
Constantly.
Substitution on the court. Shooting for Milwaukee, Keon.
24 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And MP just pouring it on here. An absolute statement game from him in this Summer League Championship, Grant.
Oh, man, B.A., Shep might be regretting ever opening his mouth on MP. What a game we've seen from the 18th pick.
Here's Boston. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Milwaukee.
66. The Clippers.
Only 1 quarter remains in what has been an incredible NBA Summer League. The Bucks shooting a solid 53% from the floor. Here's MP. A quick shot there. It's off target.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
The 3 ball. The shot, no good. Milwaukee goes the other way with it. And this will cap off the Summer League here in Vegas. 75 games played over the past week and a half, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it's such a great destination for hoop fans. You get to see so much basketball in a short time and see the future of the NBA.
Personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup for the Clippers, Isaiah Mobley. Shep Owens.
And here's Mobley. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bucks. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And as we get close to the end of Summer League, B.A., you start to feel that the NBA season has truly begun.
Well,
it's Christmas Eve, y'all. Also, you probably already can tell, but I'll tell you tomorrow.
Already starting to form into reality. Down low. Rebound, Milwaukee. 17 points was their biggest margin.
And they've committed to controlling the boards, and it's paying dividends.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
Pass to Green. To the paint. Here's Champagnie. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
And they double up MP. Sends it home from three-point land. MP's got 43 points.
What else can the defense do? Sometimes MP, look, he's going to make it regardless.
And here's Owens outside. The shot that time not on target. Milwaukee is gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. And here's MP from outside. Rebounded by Green.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Well, Grant, we knew that MP could shoot, but, man, he has been lights out from three-point range here in Vegas.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, MP has been so dialed in. His shooting has been a big part of the success he's found here in Summer League.
And here's Owens outside. Can't hit that one. Milwaukee goes the other way with it. MP outside. Off target from outside. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Shot from 12. Owens, that's good. Owens has got 10 points in just the second half.
It is tough for some players to gauge that little mid-range shot, but for Shep, it comes very easily.
Here's MP. Here he goes. Outside, Williams. MP, the pass to Williams. Tries again. MP, no good.
I like the aggressive approach. He's going to have to be more efficient.
Pass to Owens.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the final quarter. Robinson with a steal. Now Williams. MP finds Robinson. From deep, MP. No good that time.
Whatever rhythm he had last quarter, it has left his body. He is having a hard time finding buckets.
Enjoy. It's Christmas Eve, y'all. Also, you probably already can tell, but I'll tell you tomorrow.
Pass to Owens. Ooh, poked away. Stolen by MP. Puts it up. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. MP's got 48.
A slick move by MP. Putting the defense on its heels, then pulling the string.
Here's Owens. Covered by MP. And Owens coming right back at MP on the other end. Gotta love it.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here's MP. That shot missing. The Clippers trail. Here's Owens. Got a piece of it. From deep, MP. Rebounded by Green.
They're willing to give him that shot. Let's just say sometimes you're open for a reason.
Oh, some serious power to finish that one off.
Yeah, and there's a lot of glitz and glamour around Shep Owens. But at the end of the day, this guy is a hooper. Can put up some big-time points.
The drive by MP. Hits yet again. Wow!
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show.
Substitution on the court.
And the Milwaukee Bucks have done it. They are the NBA Summer League champions.
Yeah, just a great...
We would like to thank all fans for making it out to
content back there, bro.
Hold on. Carefully and drive home safely.
Congrats. You won a preseason game. That's it? I also embarrassed you, didn't I? Don't forget that. You think I'm about to waste my energy on some Summer League game? You're clueless, bro. Oh, you trying to save face, ain't you? Keep that same energy, though. I got our first game circled on my calendar, my guy. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it, champ. Embarrass you on the largest stage. Ooh. Ice up, my man. See you soon. Never, man.
Hey, boss, how's it going?
We'll have to figure that out for next season.
2K TV.
Yeah, right there. Maybe I'll put my win-loss percentage right across
Okay,
my face.
well,
Won't be a long
great.
tattoo. All right, we're here at the 2K headquarters, and the dev team is working feverishly to get 2K24 out the door for all of you. And one big step in that process is actually happening inside right now. And today to talk about that, I'm joined by gameplay director Mike Wing. Mike, welcome back to 2K TV.
Hey, nice to see you again, Chris. Good to be here.
So I noticed we have some community members in there playing the game, giving feedback to you. What's it like for the development side to get direct feedback on the game early before launch?
Yeah, so we've been doing this for like 3 years now, this type of event, and it's been awesome. Like,